Moving on now to yet another event from over the weekend. Let's bring you highlights from the listening session to the band's new album, Entertainer, the sequel.
Clear. Move fast. Legendary Nigerian singer D'banj continues his 20th anniversary in the industry with a special new album listening party in Lagos, southwest Nigeria. It was the eve of the album release date, and his friends, industry colleagues and fans have gathered for an exclusive listening session for his 5th studio album, Entertainer, the sequel, which he described as an updated version of his 2008 debut album, The Entertainer. Hosted by Joey of the Listening Room, the conversation is expected to not only go through the creative process of the new titles, but also highlight a few moments over the last 20 years.
Because the one thing I want to ask the band this night is something I've always wanted to ask him. From the Entertainer album itself, there's the part where he had the lyrics. I want to ask him if he really wrote those lyrics and if he still remembers that lyrics.
Baby girl, tell me what you want. It's right here.
Singles like Coco and Since 04 already released ahead of the day, the evening did not only open to great entry, but also familiar sounds that eventually set the mood.
You know, going back to the studio, recording, Coco, was there any kind of nostalgia, taking you back to the first time you ever said the word Coco?
Of course. And like I said, knowing that I was going to celebrate 20 years, I just had to, get myself in that frame. And while working on the body of work, this was the first song that I actually did in the studio with my brother. And I'll tell you who. And on this album, I think maybe we worked together on 5 or 6 songs on the album.
Really?
Immediately I told him this, and I said, I want to work on this album. I'm doing this. The first song we did together was Coco, without him knowing I was even trying to celebrate 20 years. And so music is so spiritual, it's so universal at the same time. And so shout out to Bado Olamide, because that's who co-wrote this song.
Shout out to Bado.
So you get it right.
The album mostly presents the good old D'banj with unmasked energy, catchphrases and infectious sing-along values.
And on this album, I specifically wanted people that reminded me of 2004. So if you see the people that I featured specifically on the album, there were people that were inspiring me as a young African artist trying to do it in 2004. So when you hear of the likes of Awilo Logomba in 2004, you can, and if you look at Yusuf Ndo Papa from Senegal, if you look at the likes of Wyclef Jean, or even Akon himself, 2004 was when Locked Up and the whole album came out. So in you saying that, was I thinking about that? Yes, trying to make an entertainer sequel. I tapped into my Since 04 beginning, and that's why you have it.
It also sees the veteran singer exploring the trending Afrobeats Amapiano mash, especially on the fans' appreciating track Yours Truly, amongst other blends.
Down to infinity, now we give you audacity. I go let them know yours truly. Now every time when I show up, it's a movie. I hold myself if he bring them to me. Oh, don't be talk, waiting my eye don't see. When we start not to go low, back there the joke go down.
I mean, I can tell you some of the songs, we have like 10 versions, before we finally pick that this is the song that we want to release. So it's going to be, it's going to be one of the best, in fact, it's the best D'banj album right now. If you compare, by the time you listen, you get to understand what I'm saying.
Is refusing to speak. You gotta do your thing.
A few days prior, a short movie-themed trailer for the album was released, starring his former music partner Don Jazzy and Nollywood's Gideon Okeke.
The man is refusing to speak.
I'm an actor. I get paid to do what I do. You know, right now I'm not acting. Not trying to say acting is faking it, but right now I'm not acting. But the Banj is an actor in real life, whether you pay him or not. He's a character, not just an actor. You know, he's a character. The Banj should be played by someone, if not me, sometime in the the Banj should be played as someone. You know how we have Miles Davis, we have all these biopics. Somebody got to play the Banj.
This trailer is created from a confessed unrivaled love for movies.
Is watching movies.
Really?
100%. I'd rather be watching movie than going to the club. So I love movies.
Believable. So you make song when go make us leave movie, go club. Then you when make the song.
Can't they go movie?
The house, they go watch movie.
No, not so that with a balance.
And that love also helped create one of the tracks on the album, Peaky Blinders, inspired by a British television series of the same title. The industry OG is celebrated on the day by some of the current raves, including rapper Udumodu Black and Bella Shmurda, writer and singer Peruzzi, who also earned a few credits on the album, Penthouse head Huncho Fino, celebrity disc jockey and producer Neptunes, and many others. The evening closed with fireworks at the stroke of midnight to announce the official arrival of the new album.